our Almighty God, Creator of heaven and earth, Father and lover of our soul, you sit on your throne of mercy and rule with your love and faithfulness. You are full of grace. We acknowledge your presence in our lives. Nothing is hidden in your eyes, even our challenges and struggles in life. We come to you with faith. We ask not only for our daily spiritual bread, but to seek your forgiveness and undeserving favor to heal our land, our family members, our friends and neighbors, even our enemies with COVID-19 and other diseases. Holy Spirit, help us to deepen our faith and see the opportunity to believe, obey, and worship. As we face this pandemic, you are Lord and God. Encourage us and change our hearts, not to fear, but to be full of hope and find ourselves praying and meditating your word. We believe no works of the enemy prosper to your children. Abba Father, we believe that your Son Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. He is the truth and our salvation. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and most of all, not our will, but thy will be done. We pray this in Jesus' name, the name above all names, who was and is to come. Amen.
The views and opinions of the producers, hosts, and guests in the show do not directly reflect the official stand and policies of the management, the network, and the company.
Growing your business, achieving prosperity, and gain happiness is what Philippine business Feng Shui is all about. Join us as our Feng Shui Masters give you the guidance only here on Big Media Network.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you who are watching around the globe. We are now back in our new time slot, and it is every Friday at 6 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. So thank you in advance for being with us. So Christmas is in the air, and I always say that it is now getting colder and getting busier, and this is a good time to prepare our transition for the next year, 2023. And for this, I have several questions for you. One, do you want to live in prosperity? Do you want to activate your success in business and personal life through Feng Shui application? Do you also want to learn the tips on how to achieve the balance of your spirit, your life ways, and environment? And if your answer is yes to all of these questions, please stay with us. I am your host, your Feng Shui and Reiki Master, Reverend Lilian Hewlett, also known as Isa. And today is Friday. It is a good time to start anything. No? So if you haven't started your plan, so this is a good time to do it until tomorrow. It's a good time to start a business, to do a clearing, purification, or everything about startup. That is a good time. Today is a good time for that. So what is our special for today? Tonight, we are bringing to you something about the human luck again, and that is about Theta healing and human luck. Our goal is to bring Feng Shui into your life. So let us begin with our slogan. Our first slogan is Feng Shui is for all. Another one, say it with me again. Feng Shui for all. And of course, practicing Feng Shui will never be complete if we don't have an action and spirit integrated with our Feng Shui application. So our next slogan is spirit plus action is equal to prosperity. Spirit plus action is equal to prosperity. So again, I would like to greet all the followers of Feng Shui for Business, B81 Radio, OFW around the globe, Feng Shui practitioners, Reiki practitioners, Theta healers, light workers, and all the business owners. We invite you to communicate and participate in our learning during the show. And since we are now in YouTube Live, we are inviting you to use the chat. And this will also be also replayed in Facebook after the show. So watch for that. So I will never be complete. I will never be complete without my partner. So now I would like to call my partner, my fellow Feng Shui activator, Dragon Lady, Darleen Turda.
Good evening, Philippine business Feng Shui followers. Although I miss you, everyone. Yes, we're back, and now we're on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, yes. We're kind of new with YouTube, but because you're going to miss your communication with us. So if you really have some questions, do message us in the chat box, and even after this show, even after you have watched this and you have more questions, do message us. We'll get back to you. Of course, our Facebook account is still active, so you can message us in the Facebook account, especially those who would like to invite everyone who would like to have their own free Feng Shui reading. Yes, it's a personalized reading that we're offering each and every one. So do message us. Why do you need that personal free Feng Shui reading? Okay. So,
Yes.
Teacher Isa, I'm glad to be back. I'm Darlene, your Dragon
Yes,
Angel.
it's a new Lola again, right? New Lola again. Congratulations for a new baby.
Thank you, Teacher Isa. So I'm again back to assist you in rediscovering your own Feng Shui.
Yeah. So what's up for our Chica for today? Is that Chica?
Chika for today, nasabi mo na kanina, teacher eh. It's about, patapos
Anyway.
na ang November, so it's coming into the December. Actually, we all know that in the Philippines, September pa lang. The bare months, kumakatok na si si Jackie, si Jackie, si Jose
Jackie
Marie.
Chan, it's Christmas. Yeah. And actually, we had just have ended the calendar, no? For the Catholic calendar, we have just ended with the Christ the King. And next week is going to be our first Advent.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and we are celebrating the fourth Advent before the Christmas. So that's what we need to prepare. No, like Christmas is really preparing us to achieve several charism before the Christmas Eve.
True,
So
teacher.
how do you celebrate? How do you prepare for Christmas?
Actually, traditionally, as a Filipino, we decorate the house. Of course, we try to attend the Misa de Gallo, or the early morning mass,
The Simbang Gabi.
the Simbang Gabi. Yes,
Yeah.
as we are, that is a part of a tradition. But eventually, it's really about going deeper into it. It's really about preparing yourself to be a Christ-like, diba? This is about living the Christ life.
Yeah. In our home, what we usually do is we observe the candle lighting of the Advent. So every Sunday, except for this Sunday, which is the first Advent, I'm not going to be with my family because I might be traveling coming from our retreat, right? So, and I would really like to invite people, those who are Catholic. It's really very good to celebrate the Advent. Maybe you can also do that with your apo, Darleen, because they always look for every Sunday where we will light every candle and then we are going to pray together. So remember each Sunday has a different charism. So let's start with that, with peace, with faith, with joy, with love. So it's like celebrating that and thinking about relating that to what's happening around the world. And children usually look forward to lighting their own candles.
That's
Yeah.
nice, teacher. It's a celebration, actually. It's a ritual
Yeah.
in which we
Yeah.
will embody being being a Christ, being the Christ
Yes,
himself.
that's right. Yes, because Christmas comes from the word Christ, and Christ means light. So that means we are waiting for the light to come. And for the light to come, we have to purify ourselves. And that days before Christmas is really for purification. So, yeah, I'm excited for this Christmas because we are 3 years now, right? After the pandemic.
Yes, teacher.
Here
It's
now.
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So,
And
what is also very special in preparing for Christmas is also, of course, the Feng Shui. And all the topics that we are dealing with the Feng Shui up to New Year is something that people can really apply or learn about when it comes to preparation. And this time we are excited to really bring you the episode for the night. So, Darlene, maybe you can introduce our topic for the night.
yes, teacher. And before that, let us not forget our primary slogan, sa ikaunad ng bayan, Feng Shui ang kailangan. And yeah, since even though I'm not with you last week, last week we talked about human lock and Reiki. And Reiki is an energy healing modality that is about the universal energy. But tonight will be another special night because we will talk more about releasing those limiting beliefs, and it's through Theta healing. Wow, what is Theta healing? So you get to know more about Theta healing with our guest. Yes, we have two guests for tonight, and so looking forward to that. So stay tuned with us. We shall get back to you after this break.
We will be back shortly. This is Philippine Business Feng Shui, only here on Big Media Network. It's a tough business out there. So many uncertainties, operational difficulties, deadlines. We provide the solutions and services that your company needs at the best price, guaranteed, with our global principles. And experienced partners, we bring solutions to your current and future business. Involution, supporting your business as always. Video meetings are the future of collaboration. Meetings are like people. No two are ever the same. Logitech provides better meetings where everyone can be seen,
and heard, because great meetings just don't happen. Logitech, with our partner Inolution, ensures your video collaboration is at the next level. Inolution, supporting your business as always. To serve you sooner, email us at support@inolution.com.ph.
Now back to Philippine Business Feng Shui, only here on Big Media Network.
Now we're back. You're back in Feng Shui for Business. And tonight, our topic is, Darleen, what's our topic?
It's human luck and theta healing.
Okay. So, before we delve into our topic, we are going to review again our human luck. So, remember our cosmic trinity? Yes. So, we are always discussing this because Feng Shui will never be complete without the cosmic trinity. Each luck is composed of 33.3% of our luck, and as we know, we cannot change the heavenly luck, but we can change the human luck, which is also a 33.3% of our luck. So we are dealing with the human luck. So human luck deals with freedom. Next slide. So it's freedom to choose for our action and emotion. And thoughts are so powerful that we are given the mind to think of how to create our reality. What we think happens. What we worry happens. So if we need to change our lives, we really need to change how we think and release all these limiting beliefs. We started to talk about this last week. And today, we are also again going to talk about how to change our thoughts and emotions. And maybe we can go into the next slide. Yes. So we say that whatever we think is magnetized. So we magnetize our reality. And whatever reality we have to remember it comes from our thoughts and emotions. So, Darleen, are you going to have again a recap, or you're going to introduce already our guest?
I think we need to I think we would like to talk about last week. Yes, because we started human luck in Reiki. And Reiki is a healing modality in which we tap into the universal life force. And through our guests, we have seen and heard that they did manifest a life that they never thought they will have, like a change of their
Yeah.
belief, a change of their job, and the realization of the power there within them. So it's kind
Yeah.
of powerful, right? How did they achieve that? Well, you have to watch again the previous episode. But Miss Bennett and Teacher Lex has mentioned about they did work on their own beliefs. Of course, they did have they healed themselves, and they also, as they heal,
Yeah.
they also heal their families as well.
Yeah. And one of the things that they said na I became kinder like that, and the moment that I aligned myself to my true self, things that correct become well, and they prosper. It's like they become easier in life, you know. So that's also what they shared. Now we are so excited, but tonight to really hear how can theta healing change our human life. And speaking of theta healing, Darlene, I know that you have studied theta, right? And can you give me a little bit of background of what theta healing is? Although I'm
Actually,
surrounded by Theta people. Yeah.
yes, teacher. You see, Theta modality of healing is where I started about the healing of and the energy healing. It's really amazing to be in the class with all my teachers in the third eye, and I never thought I would be able to go into that state, in that theta state, in which I could
Mm.
see myself or remember and create, because theta healing is a method and it's a technique of meditation and spiritual philosophy that is not specific to any religion, but
Wow.
recognizes all of them with the aim to become closer with the creator. This came from the book, and this training is meant for the body, mind, and spirit, and gives one the ability to get rid of the limiting beliefs and live a full life, positive thoughts through prayer and meditation. So it is a process, but it is with your determination and willingness to really heal.
And I understand this is a worldwide practice, right?
It's true,
Yes.
teacher. Miss Viana Sabal is the one who this founder of the Theta Healing.
Mm. Good, good. Thank you. Thank you. That's
Very
very,
excited, teacher. Would you like me to
yeah.
introduce now?
Yes, let us introduce our guest. Yeah.
Yes, teacher. Our first guest is Miss Maisha Chulani. My teacher is a Theta healer and a Theta healing instructor with more than 10 years of healing and teaching experience. She is known for her expertise in manifesting through Theta healing and has helped hundreds of individuals live the life that they truly love. May we have Miss Maisha? Hello, Miss Maisha.
Hello.
And our
Hi,
next
Hello.
ladies. Hi, Aisha. Hi,
Ayen.
Darlene. So happy to be
Hello.
here. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited to be able to collaborate. Everything is connected, so it's really nice to be able to put things together.
Thank you, Miss Maisha.
Yes, and we're so excited to really listen to you.
Joining us is
We've been,
another Theta healer. Miss Ayen Barrientos is a Theta healing instructor, also a Reiki practitioner, meditation teacher, angel light worker, and an Akashic reader of BFAB Wellness, a distant healing center offering energetic guidance and support in creating lives of freedom, balance, and abundance. She is based in Dubai. She's also the founder of Fab Studio, which is an interior design and decor supply company. Wow! Superwoman, Miss Ayen Barrientos.
Hi. Thank you for having me. Hi, teacher Isa. Hello, Darlene. Hi, Marsha.
Hello.
uh, this is like a family. Because we are all
Re-
interrelated with each other.
Reunion. This is our mini Christmas party right here.
I have a
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
coming into full circle right now.
Yeah. Um, so maybe we can already start our questions. No? And I am so curious. Maybe this question is for both of you. And how did you all both become a theta healer? Maisha, I would like to, Shorty, I would like to listen. How?
Right. So my story might be a little tad long, but basically, I started my journey into spirituality through wanting to understand more about my religion. I was born in a Hindu family, but my parents weren't very active in terms of rituals or they would just sort of give thanks to at the altar with deities, and that's basically what they did. And so I was in a Christian school, and they were talking about death, and if you're not a Christian, you might go to hell. So this kind of triggered me. I said, wait a minute, I don't want to go to hell. And so if there's a way not to go to hell, if there is a hell, then let me find out more. And so I delved into wanting to understand my religion more, right? So I got into Hinduism, understanding the practice of it. And after I got into or got more clarity in terms of religion, I realized there was a missing element. I would actually feel guilty or be guilted into showing up to classes, or if I don't go, you get the third degree. Oh, why didn't you show up today? So it didn't feel like it resonated so well with me. And so I decided to continue my search. So I said to myself, there must be more to this than just religion. So that's where I started, dabbling into pranic healing and all these energy modalities. That's kind of, got me in that path. And I studied hypnotherapy. So that got me into understanding our mind. And hypnotherapy was great because it really created a lot of quick changes in my life. However, the only disconnect with hypnotherapy is that I couldn't really work on myself as much, or, I couldn't progress as much as I would like to, because, for you to hypnotize yourself is not that easy. And even if you do self-hypnosis, it takes time. So when I heard about theta healing and I realized that theta healing and hypnotherapy, it's actually accessing the same wavelength, the subconscious mind, the same theta brainwave. However, with theta healing, it's much more quicker, right? So I said, wow, this is perfect, because not only can I access this space much more quicker, even with clients, what would take me 4 sessions in theta healing would just take 1 session. Not only would it help my clients, but it allowed me to work on myself and help myself. So I was able to learn this tool for myself. And that's kind of, the little bit of long story about how I got into theta healing. And so once I started, this was like the easiest for me and the quickest and the most efficient that, I still learn and explore different modalities, but this is the one I primarily use.
So it's like going around and searching for the religion or spirituality. So is it like safe to say that you find your spirituality also in theta healing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, it brought me even closer to God. Theta healing actually brought me closer to God versus the superficial aspect of religion, right? So it really brought that feeling of being connected and oneness. Even when I talk about it, I get a little bit teary because that feeling is beautiful, to know that you're always connected and have that connection to God.
That's nice. And thank you, Maisha. Yeah.
How about you, Ayen? For me, it was, I think I always say that I've been guided to theta healing. So it came to a time when I needed to talk to somebody who is unbiased, and I didn't want to talk to friends. And I came across a podcast wherein Third Eye's founder Sanaya was in, and I was fascinated with what she said. Like, sometimes that our thoughts or whatever is happening to us is from our emotions, and so I just thought I'd try. And then I met Maisha, and then in our session, I was so fascinated by how your thoughts and your feelings, or how things were connected. Like, I didn't realize that whatever I'm feeling, it was something else that is much more, or something more simpler, or if not more complex. So that really fascinated me, the way we were able to connect fear with something with a totally different source. So and also because the healing was instantaneous for me. So I started raving about it and telling all my friends, like, you should all try this because this is so fun. And then obviously, because it was fun, I kept coming back to Maisha. And then I thought, okay, what else can I heal? Because this is amazing. And then she said, like, you know what, maybe you should learn how to be a theta healer now. Because I kept coming back. Yeah.
And by the way, viewers, Darleen and Ayen are both students of Maisha for theta healing. Yeah. Then, Darleen, do you have any questions for them?
Well, actually, teacher, I might have to share then why do I went to Theta Healing because
Okay. Yeah.
they also when they have this free Theta Healing clinic, so I went there, and it was really so amazing, and I felt all the energies, and I was really crying, bawling out, for just one healing, and then Maisha and I met downstairs at the lobby. She said, "Why don't you want would you like to be a theta healer?" I don't know. And she said, "Well, you will be coming back." So I did came back and enrolled in her class. And yeah, the thing is, theta really do have changed our lives. And may we know how did it change your life as well, Miss Ayen?
For
Oh, wait a
me,
minute. I also would like to know how the others also change. If there are also some stories that you can share, maybe a few about how data healing has changed their life ways, and that is what we call the human life, right? Okay, so Ayan, you're being asked by Darleen.
for me, theta healing has changed me so much because aside from my personal growth of how I am able to be sort of, I feel like I'm a very different person than before because I've healed a lot of aspects of my life with theta healing. But I think one of the things that was really big for me is because through working on myself, I was able to open up my business here in Dubai. So every time, it was really very major for me because before it was just a dream. And then as I went into theta healing, I was able to release all of my fears with regards to opening my business, and even with managing it, I use data healing. And so I'm able to be able to do things faster, things fall into place a lot better, faster. So it was really sort of like changed my life in that way.
Mhm.
And
So that means it's a release of fear. So you were
yes,
able to
yes.
release the fear.
Yes, fears, and also a lot of programming with the way I think, with the way I see people, with the way I react to people. That has been, really fundamental for me with the help of theta healing because I have healed so many parts of myself. I am less triggered. I am less, my reaction is different, and in that way, people around me, their reaction is also different.
Mhm. If if it is not too much, can you cite like a specific, like, aside from fear, what are the thoughts or reactions that you have changed through data?
Okay, well, for one, okay, for the business wise, I first thought that I needed to have like a husband or a partner to fully support me, for me to be able to
Oh,
that, what if it fails, what if it, and because I cleared all of that, I realized that I only needed myself. And when I was able to step into that, I was able to manifest everything to the point that as soon as I decided or released my limiting beliefs, like clients would call me on that same day. Like right after a session, I would get a call that somebody would ask me, "Hey, do you want to do this for my house? Design it and that kind of thing." So that was really fascinating for me.
yeah, thank you, thank you.
And I want to just add, Ayan, you have been doing theta healing. You just got into it. Was it last year or like
No,
two
it's
years,
2 years.
maybe?
2 years.
Right? So
Yeah,
all of
that's so
this,
fun.
yeah, all of this, from start to where she's now, which is an instructor, guys, it's only 2 years. Can you imagine? It's like the way that Ayan's talking. It seems like she's been on this journey for years and years and years, but it's just been 2 years, and this is how her life has really shifted
Oh
and
no.
changed.
I started the classes December. I remember that it was December because it was National Day
So this
here.
is your 2 years anniversary coming up.
Anniversary in this week.
Wow.
Yes. So yeah, so 2 years. I did the class in December. I was able to open and get investors for my trade license by June, July the following
Oh,
year.
yes.
And then every step, every time I wanted to manifest something, and theta healing has been there to help me.
So she's that example, that shining example of how Theta healing changed. So and there are
is there
many.
anything that you would like to share, Maisha?
Yes.
So how
Maisha,
it changed my life? Oh yeah, go ahead, Darleen.
Go ahead. I believe that you have also other clients who also changed their lives after every
absolutely.
healing that you did to them, right?
Yeah, going in line with what we were talking about how I got into Theta healing, it made me realize and understand that if I can change my life, then I can help others. And this helped me realize my life purpose. So now I'm living my purpose, helping other people get to where they want to. And that's like the best job in the world. I'm sure you guys probably have the best jobs too, but for me, it's like to be able to live your purpose and help people is amazing. So how it changed my life personally, just a little bit, is the idea of, before I was a passenger in the car, right? And through Theta healing, it allowed me to be the driver, right? Before it was like, oh, you know what, things are just happening and it's meant to be. Versus now it's like, if things aren't happening the way that I wanted to, let me see proactively how I can change it to have it show up quicker or have it show up in my life. So it really allowed me to embrace, and you spoke about law of attraction earlier, and get past that a little bit of a difficult hurdle where you're like, oh my God, I create my reality. So once I got past that and became the driver, it really changed my life, because then there's nothing that's impossible, and that everything that I want is possible. So that's how I live my life now. And it doesn't mean that, oh, Maisha has no issues and she doesn't have stuff that comes up, but it's just that, first of all, I have the tool of Theta healing to help me through it, right? And secondly, nothing is a big deal anymore or a big issue anymore. It's like life is easy, right? Versus something showing up and, oh no, this is happening, which is how people usually live their life, which is passively, right? But if I'm creating my reality, then I'm going to create a reality where things are easy, not complicated, right? So that's how I've sort of seen my life change, where things have been much more easier for me to flow with life. And of course, I have so many clients that I have worked with, that we've worked on abundance, we've worked on relationships, we've worked on worthiness, we've worked on, clearing resentments towards themselves and other people. We've worked on illnesses and sicknesses. I had a client who she thought she had TB. And when we worked on her and we did some clearing, it came down to she was carrying some guilt, and guilt is in Theta healing, we say guilt relates to bacteria, and TB is bacteria. So once we clean that up, then it resolved her issue, and she didn't even have TB as a result of, clearing it, So these are some physical aspects of things. I have seen people manifest, like, for example, Ayen mentioned she manifests her business, manifest abundance, manifest soulmates, through Theta healing. So there's so many ways that it has changed not only my life, but others as well.
Wow. And I would like to note that passive, right? You said about being passive. Yeah. So Theta healing can really make us be the driver. Yeah, the active one, and active in our life. And that's what we need in the human life. How we can really change.
And see, it wasn't like before spirituality, before Theta healing, before religion. It wasn't like I was such a negative person. I was always a very positive person, right? I was very like, oh, it's not meant to be, it's okay. So if you look at things closer up, when you say, oh, it's not meant to be, it's fine, maybe I'm not worthy, or I don't deserve it, or it's that feeling of, accepting, and that's where it gets passive, where we're like, okay, I'll just accept it. Whereas if you realize that, okay, I didn't get this promotion, or I didn't get this apartment, or I didn't get this house, but let me try to manifest it and create a better visual or picture. And what do I need to change to bring it into my life? Right? That's more of an active taking action versus just, oh, okay, it happens. Maybe God doesn't want this, or maybe I'm unlucky, right? I have bad luck, right? And I guess that's where people think that the whole luck aspect coming in, maybe I'm just not lucky, I didn't get it, right? So, and for me, I look at it in terms of passive and active manifestation versus lucky or unlucky.
Here in Feng Shui, we say that luck means living under the cosmic knowledge. So if one is not living under the cosmic knowledge, then that's where the unlucky part comes in. And I think that, okay, Maisha.
That I absolutely relate to that, because when you are, living with that essence and energy, knowing that everything's working for you versus against you, right? And you're able to think something like positively, then it really makes a big difference in life.
Yeah, that's really true. So, Ayen, do you have any experience wherein you were seeing already some clients, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So
And where you were able to change their what we call the human luck.
Oh yes, I had one of my very first. She wasn't a client then, so I just learned theta healing then, and I said, "Listen," I told my friend, "Listen, I have this new healing technique, and I want to try it on you because once I learned that I heal people, I have listed down a few friends that I wanted to help, and I have a friend who they've been married for like 10 years and they haven't had a baby yet." So I tried the healing on her, and we're gonna be celebrating the first birthday next month.
Amazing!
Oh my God!
We did the session, and then she got pregnant about 6 months later.
Oh, and it's like something in their belief and
Yes.
emotions that they're able to change.
Yes. So essentially, what's happened is like she felt that she wasn't ready to have her baby, and then it's the belief that she has to have everything prepared, fully prepared. So that means that she has to get her house sorted, get the car sorted, and then get their jobs. She needs to be like fully secured to have her baby. So once we cleared that, she was able to conceive, and then a few months later she got pregnant.
Wow, so remember that even for conceiving,
Yes.
the theta healing can help you. Darleen,
Yes.
did you practice also the theta on others? Do you have all? I'm already interviewing you all because you are both theta healers. So Darleen, do you
I should be the one interviewing, right? Well, anyways, Then I just want to clarify for those who are listening to us, when we say clearing as a theta word, it means going within ourselves. The theta healer will talk to the client and will go within, acknowledging, knowing where does it came from. It's about clearing, knowing where does the limited belief came from. And it is when the client acknowledges that part, and then the healing starts. That's where theta healing starts actually. So maybe those who are listening to us, what's clearing? We cleared about their limiting beliefs, right? So I'm just giving explanation on how theta healing helps the limiting beliefs being cleared. And actually, it's not just one time, right? Maisha, we know that it's not just one time. It's a work in progress. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that every part of you is really being cleared on that, and then of course putting in the right belief.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. I mean, when I look at theta healing, as I look at it as a tool, right? It is a really effective tool to clear limiting beliefs which block us in an area of your life. So some people will have abundance issues, some people will have worthiness issues, some will have issues in relationships. And the more you clear beliefs in an area and resolve it, like for example, Ayan, she worked on something, boom, and then the client calls and shows up. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to take a long time or you have to do many sessions. It could just be as quick as, oh, I cleared this, and all of a sudden now that was a block, and now it's opening up the that opportunity, right? And for some people, once they clear the, like for example, Ayan became a theta healing junkie that way. She's like, oh, I cleared this, now let me look at this area of my life, right? So the idea is we're in a space where we want to evolve and grow and better ourselves. So if we can be like, oh, I've done this, tick, magic wand here, tick, done, then it goes back to life is easy, and it goes back to being able to do what I'm meant to do here, right? Because if I'm distracted with relationships, with abundance, with finding a soulmate, I'm not able to do what I'm really meant to do here, which is my purpose. So I look at it also as a tool to allow us to get closer to understanding what our gifts are and why we are here and our true purpose. Because all of these issues that we have, they are distractions from really, truly understanding why we are here.
Yeah. And Maisha, is there any age limit into this? How old is the youngest one who can take theta? Or you can have a theta session?
Well, my daughter is 9. She learned, or I taught her theta healing when she was 6. Okay, and she is really very good at theta healing, because as children they're very connected, right? So they're very easy to pick up, and it doesn't mean that she has to sit for like a 3-day class. It's just because I learned it, I can explain to her how to do it, and they'll pick it up. And I've had like students who are 15, who are going to college, and their parents are like, hey, they need this tool to help them go to university and survive uni, And I've had clients who are 70 something years old. So there isn't really an age limit to sessions and who can learn. But if you're working with, for example, a child below 8, you would be working with the parent and not the child, because the mother and a child is etherically connected, and a lot of the issues that are showing up in the kid's life up to 8 is actually the mom's issue that's manifesting in the child. So if it's below 8, we need to work on the parent versus the actual child themselves.
That is really amazing to have children grown up with that kind of thinking, that they can release whatever limiting beliefs that they have, right?
Yeah, if only we knew this earlier on in life, right?
Yeah, and I'm excited to know how it was practiced by the people who are 15 and then going off into college. I love to really listen to the story. And another question that I would like to ask is, how is this theta healing done? So maybe Ayan, you can first answer that, and then Maisha. How is it done? Huh? What are we going to do? I mean, in a session.
Oh, in a session, well, basically, the session starts with, I think, leading. My gosh, I'm under pressure. My teacher is here. The session starts with us leading leading the client to a meditation. So through the meditation, we connect with God, and so then we will start asking what the problem is, and then we do have a process that is called digging, wherein we track where the issue is coming from. So we will keep on asking questions to see, because a lot of times our issues aren't really just that. So for example, if you're having a fear of, say, thunder and lightning, right? It's not really thunder and lightning that you're afraid of. Sometimes something else that is related to it. So you have to think. We then ask, like, what is it about that makes you feel scared? So, like, I had one who had that, and she said it was about being surprised. So she doesn't like being surprised because she's not prepared. So then she needs to be sort of like, if she's not prepared, then that makes her feel very scared. So she doesn't like surprises. So in that way, then we continue down the line of digging to where the root cause of the problem actually is. And from there, we would be able to ask the creator source to clear it up. And we just witness that. And that is how the healing goes.
That's good. So, Maisha, are you going to add something about it? And how long? How long is it going to take?
Usually, healing sessions are about an hour 15 minutes, right? But we do offer discovery sessions for 20 minutes so people can get an idea of what theta healing is as well. And they do get a little bit of a healing through that. And like, just adding to what Ayen said, the idea is, when a client comes in, right, usually they would come in with their issue. But sometimes what happens is a client will say, I have so many issues, I don't know where to start. Right?
Yeah, so what happens when they said they have many issues?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
So what we do is we ask, what is bothering you the most? Because we want to give you the most relief, right? So if by asking that question and by clearing what's bothering you the most, you're going to feel the most relief. That's where we want to, we're not going to be hiding behind the easiest one. We want to get the hard one. So at least you actually feel a difference, right? And so what we do is we're like an investigator, right? And like what Ayen says, we ask these questions, which is what we call digging. And what we're digging for is the root issue. We want to find out what caused this. And so Ayen was talking about how with her client, it was thunder, lightning, but actually the issue stemmed from, the fear of the unknown or uncertainty or the lack of control, or, you wouldn't have thought that unless you asked the series of questions. And what we do is once we get to that bottom or that root belief, we connect through the meditational technique, and we connect to the energy of source or God, and God does the healing. And while we witness it and bring it into our life, we facilitate the healing. And so we create the change. And throughout the process, we also do something called muscle testing, which is an applied form of kinesiology. So muscle testing will validate whether you're carrying a belief or not. So for example, if a client says, oh no, I'm not scared of being alone, I'm okay with being alone, right? And you're going to ask them to muscle test, and it validates because they actually believe it, right? Subconsciously. So through the process, also, we do something called muscle testing. So we have a before and we have an after. After we do the clearing, we test for that same belief after, and then boom, it's gone, right? So we have validation as well after. And of course, it's dependent on how the client is feeling. So that's kind of a overview of how a session works. And it's, I get questions a lot about, how many sessions do I need, and how long will it take, and do I have to book a session every week? And we don't work that way, right, Ayen? We're like, hey, let's figure out our issue and deal with it, and then done. We're not that type of people who have the luxury of time to keep bringing in that same client over and over again, which is why we encourage people to take the class, which is why after a couple of sessions, I said, Ayen, just learn this for yourself, right? So you don't have to keep coming to me.
So the client becomes a practitioner.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And now that during this pandemic, are you holding it online?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So we've, business for us in the last 2 years have been actually very good, because a lot of people, not that it's a good thing, but a lot of people have been having a lot of stuff come up for them, right? And they've had the opportunity to be able to have the luxury of time because they weren't at work, or to be able to heal and work on themselves and evolve. And I've never seen so many people who've taken Theta healing or the classes and now are actually practicing and giving up their day jobs and getting into coaching and getting in there, which is amazing, versus before it was only a side hustle. Right now they're like, you know what, this is what I want to do in my life. So that's been great.
It's nice to know that even if it's pandemic, it has also empowered a lot of people.
Yeah. All of my classes for Theta healing have all been done online. So it's been everything I've learned Theta through. So now it's how do you, so even when I meet clients in person, I still do it online way, like with a little bit of distance, because that's how I'm used to and that's how I feel it more.
For the last 2 years.
Yes.
Yes. Darleen, do you have any questions for them?
Actually,
Coming
teacher,
into
I
your
would like to
mind?
ask them if they have, they would, they are, they have other things they would like to share about that the to people that would like to see them, if they would like
To
to have
study.
their own healing. Yes.
Yes. Ayen. So how can they see you?
How can they? Well, I'm online most of the since I'm here in Dubai. So yeah, I'm available online, and people in Dubai can come see me. So I do have my Instagram, which is VFab Wellness for the healings, and they can get in touch with me through that. And the website is the same, vfabwellness.com.
And what about you, Maisha?
Oh, hi, apologies. I think I got a little bit off. So how can people get in touch with me? The Third Eye Wellness is where I'm from, right? And you can contact me through our website, or I have an Instagram account, Maisha Chulani, at Maisha Chulani, or even our Third Eye Instagram, and we have a Facebook page as well, which has a lot of videos if people who want to find out more. And I think it's showing up on the screen how they can connect with us as well.
Yeah, thank you, Maisha. But Lay, can we also show Ayen? I think we did that show Ayen. I think website or Instagram. If you have it. Okay, so I think we are going to a break. Yes, Darleen?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be asking for our guests last word and advice for everyone after this break.
Okay.
We will be back shortly. This is Philippine Business Feng Shui, only here on Big Media Network. Are you looking for a solution to address injuries using an advanced, non-messy method? EverCryo is here for you. A good way to address injuries and inflamed muscles. EverCryo. Introducing the medical treatment for a range of physical alignments. EverCryo Compression Therapy System. A system that is easy to use. Quick and easy to set up for fast relief from pain and quicker recovery from injury or surgery. Perfect for anyone who experiences frequent pain or inflammation in a certain area of the body. Wrap on and get some cold compression therapy. EverCryo, an innovative therapeutic system to heal comfortably, less the mess. To ensure your hospital operations are at their very best, you need a reliable and advanced hospital information system. Introducing 37 Degrees, the hospital information system from Stratec, one of ASEAN's largest healthcare solutions providers with more than 25 years in the healthcare industry. 37 Degrees utilizes state-of-the-art open source and cloud-based technology to ensure flexibility, interoperability, and scalability all time. From doctor's appointment, teleconsulting, patient administration, clinical documentation, and electronic medical records through revenue cycle and inventory management. 37 Degrees got you covered in desktop to smartphone access. So, if you are ready to transform your hospital operations to the next level, 37 Degrees is the answer. Our partner, Inolution, is ready to support your business as always. Video conferencing has never been crucial to your business than ever before. Whether it's work from home or remote work collaboration, productive team meetings are crucial to your business success. So whether it's for personal use or from small to medium to large conference meeting rooms, Logitech has the right solution right for you. With our partner Inolution's track record of responsive service, you can be assured of reliable and effective video collaboration all the time. Inolution, supporting your business as always. To serve you sooner, email us at support@inolution.com.ph.
Imagine a call center service where everything works just like it should. Introducing Voiso, hosted call center solution. Agile call center suite. Advanced real-time dashboard to track agent behavior. Instantly switch between call stages with event-based navigation. The right international telecom experience your business needs. Do more with your call.
Inolution, supporting your business as always. Now back to Philippine Business Feng Shui, only here on Big Media Network.
Okay, now we're back again with our guests, Maisha Chulani and Ayen Barrientos. So Maisha and Ayen, we would like to hear your last words or inspirational words for our viewers. Let's start with Maisha.
Okay, so regardless of whether you feel you're lucky or whether you feel you're unlucky, and with relationship to human luck, what I want to put out there is you can change your life. No matter what you're feeling, no matter where you're at in your life, and you're never alone because you have a lot of support from, whether it's Reiki, whether it's Theta healing, there are all these modalities that you can go to have that support, and you can really reconnect to your true essence and inner power with all of these tools that are available to you. So if you're called, to look into maybe a session or even a class, I suggest follow your heart so that you can move towards changing your life and creating a reality that you love for yourself.
Thank you. Ayen.
And for me, I would encourage everybody to take a personal sort of like investment in yourselves, because that would be the best way to, change your human luck. And because as you become more aware of yourself, more aware of your thoughts, more aware of your beliefs, like things would really change for you. And especially it's not just in the Philippines, it's all over the world. Like when you say that you are into healing or you're seeing somebody for coaching, they feel negatively about it. So I wish that I would like for that to change, that it's never a bad thing to develop yourself, it's never a bad thing to better yourself. And so if they do have any modality that they feel comfortable with, as long as it makes you a better person, then I would say just go for it.
Thank you so much, Miss Ayen.
Thank you.
Maisha. for guesting and being with us for tonight. I hope everyone be will see you and heal themselves.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
so
thank
much.
you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's blessing. Yay, Darleen, that was wonderful. And guys, if you're interested in having a session with Theta Healing or interested in studying, you can go to the Third Eye Wellness, and I think we're going to have again the liner for that. And also, if you're in Dubai or even in any part of the world, you can also contact Ayen Barrientos of BPAD Wellness. Hey, Darlene.
Teacher, yes, there are a lot of things I've picked up and remember um, through this session, right? Because yes, the human luck is really based on your decision and your determination and how you would like to better yourself, right? Healing is not about when you are sick when you don't feel well. It's about being knowing what is your purpose, what's deep inside you, or who you truly are, and discovering that will truly take healing. So, but please do not be afraid of healing because there are things like there are methods or modalities that can be used to really uncover and rediscover yourself. So human luck is actually rediscovering and knowing more about yourself. And there are other modalities such as Reiki and Theta that you can use.
Yes, and there's so many ways. So for now, you may try Theta Healing. And Theta Healing is one that can really change your thoughts, your life ways, your emotions, which is all a part of human life. So now, Darlene, let's go to our Feng Shui for all. Yeah, Feng Shui for all is we have this invitation for all of you. Wherein we would like you to write us. And if you are willing to participate for this project of Feng Shui for all, we will do a free Feng Shui healing in your home. The requirement is for you to be willing to show our Feng Shui application done in your home, and you should be willing to be interviewed and share your experience for us. So please join us. You can write us in our Facebook page, the Business Feng Shui, Philippine Business Feng Shui. Okay, so now let's go to our last part, our Feng Shui magic. Feng Shui magic is the portion where we heal our limiting beliefs and affirm through affirmation or declaration of through the statement of prosperity. And as Dr. Leon Master said, limitations in life arise from the illusion of having a selfhood that is separate from the unlimited presence of God within you. The truth is that you are one with God, and that's unlimited. Through meditation and visualization, you can establish and maintain contact with that unlimited part of yourself. So now let us heal and release our identified limiting beliefs. Ali, can you please read our limiting beliefs?
The first limiting belief is I need to hide parts of who I am to be loved and accepted.
Wow.
These limiting beliefs really penetrate your love because it is you who are already judging yourself for and
Yeah.
trying to hide what and yeah, hiding is not really being unauthentic or
Mhm.
knowing yourself more. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like showing up based on how others expect you to show yourself, no? So it's like fake self.
The second one is, if I try, I'll only end up getting disappointed. Well,
Wow.
this is now you perceiving yourself to get disappointed or not getting what you want, right? Or it's actually you wanting to be disappointed, even if you haven't
So,
tried.
so it's like really, really about fear, right?
Yes. So
So,
this
so you're not going to be disappointed, but you're also not going to do anything, right? So the others do that.
is true.
Okay, so let us release all of these limiting beliefs by reminding ourselves that we are a child of the main creator. So let us go with our affirmation. You may or you may not close your eyes, and let us all get in touch with our true self. And let us say the affirmation. I am the radiant child of God. My mind, body, and affairs now express His radiant perfection. Say it again with me. I am the radiant child of God. My mind, body, and affairs now express His radiant perfection. Take a deep breath. Say it once again. I am the radiant child of God. My mind, body, and affairs now express His radiant perfection. I am one whole and complete. I am one whole and complete. One whole and complete. And so it is. Okay, so always remember our word. Darleen, let's go together. Feng Shui
And
is
is our
for all.
So now we're going to go to our AOB. The first one is Archangel Raphael Healing House. So if there are stress, tension, anxiety blocks our mind into creating and manifesting, open up to more abundance and growth by releasing energetic blocks through a Reiki energy healing for a calmer mind, body, and spirit. Each healing session includes Reiki healing with crystals, aura cleansing, chakra balancing, and intuitive guidance, and stress release techniques. Each Reiki session will surely calm your mind, release stress, anxiety, and body tensions. Start your healing through the Archangel Raphael Healing House. Message us at our FB page or 0936-429-8217. The next one is Logitech. I guess we can all agree that video collaboration is more than a trend. It has become an important part of every business operation. Whether you are doing online meeting, one-on-one, or meeting your entire team and customers, everyone's voices and ideas needs to be heard and seen. With Logitech's video collaboration solution, you know you are getting the very best for your business. Next is EverCryo. Many of us will agree if I say that body pain and inflamed muscle will always be part of a living. It's like you're working to do something to make your body hurt. With EverCryo compression therapy system, you will experience the easy and non-messy system to treat your physical alignments.
Now we go to Cosmic Space, Feng Shui Consultation, and Space Enhancement. The balance of Cosmic Trinity is the key for success in life. Cosmic Space Consultation brings the balance of your lifestyle and space, whether it is for your home or workspace, to affect success in life. We empower you and your space. Book your appointment for Cosmic Space, Feng Shui Consultation, and Space Enhancement at www.cosmichealer.net or contact us at 0977-706-0661. And now we have the cosmic design. If you want to know your heavenly gift, then the cosmic design is for you. Book your appointment for cosmic design at www.cosmichealer.net or contact us at 0977 706 0661. I have another announcement. So, yes, for November 25, 26, and there's going to be an SME Business Expo. And that's going to be an SMX in Pasay. I think it's a Mall of Asia, right? The biggest expo for the year. And I shall be there. And I shall be sharing business feng shui 3 steps in attracting business luck. So if you want to be there, you can sign up here. There is this page and that is for free. You can sign up into www.feelsme.com. Please be there. That is the biggest expo for the year. I will be sharing my part at 5:30 p.m. November 25. I hope to see everyone there. So thank you.
Wow.
Okay, so
Congratulations.
Darleen, I hope you should be there. But I know. Yeah, so please be there. So, and now let's go to our last part, and we would like to thank you all for being with us, and we will end this with a blessing. May everyone be happy.
May everyone be well.
May everyone be healthy.
May everyone be prosperous.
So let's all do now our last action. Spirit
Spirit plus action
is equal to prosperity.
prosperity.
So thank you, Darleen. Thank you, Lay. Thank you, everyone. And see you again next week.
Laging tandaan, sa ikakaunlad ng bayan, Feng Shui ang kailangan. This has been your Philippine Business Feng Shui on Big Media Network with your anchor, Feng Shui and Reiki Master, Reverend Lilian Hewlett, and Dragon Angel Guide, Darleen Turda, only here on Big Media Network.